Hi guys, my name is Mike, and today I want to talk a little bit on that you don't have to figure everything out in life to get anything you desire in life. And it might seems like it's so simple to understand, but it's harder to actually practice. We have to do this daily on a daily basis um, to make this actually work. So just like the master said, Neville Goddard, live in the end. And how you get it is not your concern. And what does he mean by that? Live in the end. It means like that you live in a certain state that you're so certain of already having it. So is it money or success you desire or whatever you desire in life? Live and that wish fulfilled. Live as it's already there. And for me, for example, it felt like forcing certain thoughts or visualization. And of course, it can help. Meditation, it can all help. Of course, it can help. But how you actually get it is by just by breathing. You're not gonna think, oh, am I gonna get my next when I'm gonna get my next breath of air? How do I am gonna get it actually? Or how does it work? No, you don't think of the mechanics. You just breathe, and your body knows that it's gonna get its next breath of air. So that's actually how it works from within. Just like Hermeticism says, as within, so without. They already knew it 1,000 years ago, and they used this principle 1,000 years ago, and they saw how life was working. Now we have science that starts to back it up, but it's always a delayed version. Because when it starts from within, when you have certain feelings from within, know it from within, then the 3D, the physical world around you, will start to match that feeling state you're having. So if you have a feeling state of being wealthy, having freedom, not having to worry about money, just living free to live your life and be a creator, a conscious creator, when you have this deeper knowledge, this deeper feeling state from within, everything around you will start to match, and it will suddenly start to shift to that reality. Because if you have that feeling that you're having right now, that means there's a version of you living already with your desired reality. So you just have to match that frequency to get to that to that certain life you desire. So I don't mean by you don't have to figure it all out, because some people they think, oh, now I just sit on the couch and I do a little prayer and then it will all come to me. No, that's not how it works. You have to do this daily. You have to remind yourself, set timers to do this daily. To you have to just get this into your system, because this is actually not taught by education, because the education system, it's totally something different, and we will discuss it in another video why the education system is here. But they don't teach you this in schools. They don't teach you this on the news. They don't teach you this on certain programs. No, it's not out there, because they want workers. They don't want creators, and we're here. We're here in shapen in God's image, and God is a creator. The source, it's a creator. So we are creators. Therefore, we are here to create. And once you're conscious of it, once you're aware why you're here, once you're aware of this principle, then you're already so much levels higher than other people. And I don't mean like in the ego way. No, I don't mean like, oh, you're above the rest. But no, now you just know something that will rise your frequency already. And once you start learning this, and once you start exercising with this on a daily basis, you will start noticing glitches in the 3D, in this simulation, in this video game, how you want to call it, in the survival game. you will see glitches, and it will start to match the frequency you have. So if you're gonna think, because I thought from a state, I had times where I thought like, oh, I'm this rich or whatever, but when you still have the scarcity state, or the state of lack, that's just what it's gonna show you. That's just what it's gonna show you more of, just like an Instagram feed. Oh, you want to have cat videos, or you want to have car videos, or you want to have this kind of images, then this is just going to show you more of it. And this is exactly how this system, because everything is energy, frequency, and vibration. That's exactly what another master, Nikola Tesla, said. Think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. It's actually simple, but hard to get it into fact, or hard to get it into to actually do this, to actually master this. I did this unconsciously for a while, because I had for example, I will give an example in my life. I had a motorcycle. It was already a really cool motorcycle, and I was driving with groups. We were in a group chat, and we were invited to drive with a couple people, and we had fun times and had rides. But then I always thought like, man, this guy's having a much better bike than me. Man, it's this exhaust sounds so nice, and this is insane, man. I want to have this. And I was picturing myself like having this motorcycle, yeah. And I was already driving. Like, don't get me wrong, I was already having a nice bike. And then I was like, in a couple months, it started to this 3D started to match my frequency, because I was already picturing myself having it, but also feeling of riding this bike. Like, I just felt like, oh, I'm driving this bike. I was already feeling it. And suddenly things started to match and shift, and I could buy my Ducati Panigale, insane bike. I don't do any bikes anymore. I've driven those. Those were from another time. But this was just a little example, and maybe you can think back how you did this unconsciously, and now you can start working on this consciously, day by day, little by little. Just like I have to remind myself, we're all, don't get me wrong, we are all here to learn. We can make mistakes. That's exactly, but we cannot fail. Don't get me wrong. You can make mistakes, but you can never fail. So when you do this on a daily basis, start getting total awareness on this, be present, and just start working on this daily. You will just see the results. You will just try it for yourself. So I think that was everything we discussed. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. If you have any or like these videos, or want to see different kind of videos, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and see you in the next video, guys.